Hey guys, Heidi Easley here, and I teach women how to make money teaching paint parties. So I'm so excited to have you here because I'm going to be teaching painted prayers, as you can see. Oh, sorry, got a text. I'm going to be teaching painted prayers, as you can see behind me. I have a couple here. Hey Amanda, when you log on, go ahead and just tell us where you're from. But I have one here. This is the one that Gabby Bernstein. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love her, and I was reading a magazine quote, and I was trying to memorize it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to paint this. So I put relax, it's going to be great. And then another one, I happened to be reading something else of hers that same week, and it was a prayer that she does every day, and it was another one of those. Hey Julie, oh I'm glad you're here. Are you going to paint tonight with me? Are you painting too? Some of y'all are actually painting with me, which I'm so excited about. Again, if you're just logging on, Heidi Easley with Texas Art and Soul, and I teach women how to make money teaching paint parties. So I am so glad you are watching. Is that Arkansas? AR is Arkansas, or Arizona. That might be Arizona. I think it's Arkansas. I don't know, my Pixie is like crawling around on the floor behind me. My dog is hanging out on a chair beside us.
Face is off.
I know. I didn't even know I had a black phone. I didn't know what color it was.
I thought you had a white one.
I hadn't seen it since I bought it. I took my phone case off. Arkansas. Okay, good. My mom was born there. We have a lot of family in Missouri. So, yeah, Pixie. Just your way. So this one was one of those prayers. And tell me if it's the right way. Hey Lisa, thanks for joining. Tell me if you can read this the right way or if I have my thingamajig backwards. But anyway, it was one of those prayers where I was like, oh, I've got to memorize that because it is so good. And it was, what would you have me do? Where would you have me go? What would you have me say, and to whom? And I think so many times in our prayers, we are so focused about, like, you know, me and this and that, and you know, I mean, I know I get tied up in it too. And so so I just kept trying to memorize that, and I couldn't memorize it. And then I was like, oh my gosh, oh, my kids and I just love watching. Oh, tell your kids hi. What's your kid's name? Oh, good, Julie, you can see me. And yeah, y'all say hi and where you're from. And excuse the mess. I'm doing a different little angle, and I did not want to clean up. That side's way worse, so I did the other side. So anyway, so I wanted to teach you the painted prayers technique, and the reason why is, oh my gosh, I have I've gotten so many messages about the painted prayers that I just did. I guess it was a week ago or maybe two, I don't even remember. But I've gotten like a slew of messages, and people are wanting to know how. So I'm going to show you this easy method of how to do it. Julie says, I have a local nonprofit. Do you help with fundraisers? Oh, yes, I do fundraisers. I love doing fundraisers. Usually I drop my price a little, and then they raise it a little, and then the difference is for that person. Hey, Sherry, thanks for watching. Okay, so Sherry, I know you were trying to come to ours that we were going to have in Fort Worth, and then it didn't work out. I was so sad about that. So basically what I have is a ton of stencils. Okay, I'm going to point y'all down a little bit so y'all can see what's going on here. I just have a ton of random stencils, just a bunch of them, right? Just, I mean, you can tell they have been used and used and used. Oh, hey Cindy, Chattanooga, that's a beautiful area. Just tons of stencils that have been used. This one has probably 50 layers of paint on it. I just love this one. Hey Melanie, hey Rita, thank y'all for joining. Tell everybody where you're from. I just talked to Melanie today. We had a great conversation I'm going to share with y'all soon. She's a very, very talented artist. Patricia, Deanne, thank y'all for joining. And feel free, if you think somebody might want to know how to do this, share the video. Sharing is caring. Share the video if you think somebody might want to know how to do this. So basically, you just find a ton of stencils. And if I don't get to everybody's questions, if you have questions, don't worry. I'll go back through after the live and make sure to answer a comment. So let's see, what does she say? Marilyn, hey Andrew, hey Brooklyn, hey Cortland. They say that you remind them of me, especially with your squirrel moments. We're going to have a lot of squirrel moments tonight. Andrew, Brooklyn, and Cortland. I can tell you right now. Squirrel. It happens all the time. So get your cookies. I always like to paint with cookies and tea or a drink, some kind of drink. I'll probably need something here in a minute. And then basically we're about to have some fun with paint. Here's a really big stencil I got from local store. I think I got this one from Michael's. And then here is my huge, okay, so here's my painted prayer, what I'm gonna do today, okay? So I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I would sing that to y'all. I've been singing it all day, but then you might stop watching me. So I don't want to do that. So that's my stencil. So here's step one. Get a big old canvas. You do not have to be an artist to do this, guys. This is like, I'm going to show you a simple, simple way, okay? Hey, Rita from Tallahassee. I can't wait to come see you. Okay, so we are going to start. I'm going to move this chair. It's about to get real. Okay, so we're doing a huge canvas. This is 24. Hey, Denise. She's from Texas, painter, crafter, card maker. I love card makers. I wish I was really good at that. I'm not so good at card making. I mean, I guess I would if I took some time, but we're going to use this huge canvas, 24 by 36. I guess I should not say I'm not good at something until, actually, I used to sell cards when I was a substitute. I'm thinking back to that. That's crazy. I guess I've always been an entrepreneur, even whenever I was way younger. So basically what I'm going to do is kind of layer the paints I want. So this is where you can have a lot of fun. So I want a good, okay, for a minute I'm not going to show you my face, but I don't want you to see like my belly the whole time. Carrie from Australia, what time is it in Australia? Thanks for joining. I'm going to point you down at the canvas. So if I don't see your comments, I will look at them later, I promise. But I'm going to point you down at the canvas so you're not staring at my face or my belly the whole time, but you can actually see what I'm doing. So if I don't see your things, how do I let Susan know this is live where I'm watching? Oh, Rita, if you just share the video and then you can tag her or tag somebody's name. Hey, Amanda. Oh, I'm so glad you're watching. Okay, so basically this is where you have a lot of fun. I just take paint and I just start putting it on here, okay? So I'm just kind of picking colors, and this is so fun. When I taught this the other day, people were just like smiling the whole time, and you can see why. I mean, it's seriously just playing with paint. You're really just playing with paint. I'm gonna put some metallics in here. Okay, and then some dark, I'm going to do kind of like an ombre type thing. 10:30 a.m. on Thursday. Oh, that's crazy. Australia's got to jump on us, man. They're already ahead. They're ahead of the game. Okay, so I'm just layering different colors of blue. And seriously, like, just going to take a big old fat brush and just start blending it. Can y'all see that? If you'll let me know if you can see it. And then if you think somebody might want to see this, if you'll just tag them in it, you can just tag them in the comments, or you can share it. And I would be so appreciative. And we can have some other people painting some prayers out there. When I say painted prayers, basically what that means is just anything inspirational. It could be a prayer, like that one that I showed you. Let's see. Hey, Therese. Is it Therese? Am I saying that right? Thank y'all for saying hi. Lake Charles. I've been painting since I was 15, now 67. Want to start my own paint business. Oh, do it, girl, do it. It is so much fun, I'm telling you. I was talking to somebody earlier today, and it was hilarious because she works full-time and she does paint parties on the side. And she said it's so fun because like on the weekends she'll be like, I scheduled these so I can have a girls' night all the time, you know, and it's because she's like, sorry, honey, I'm going to work. Really, it's like a fun girls' night. You know, yes, we're planning it, but you still get to like have fun with your girls. It's so much fun. So I'm just taking this basically and literally blending it, guys. I'm just doing kind of a figure 8. And I got some paint boogers in here. Did y'all ever get those little paint boogers? And then see how this has so much dark on it right here? Oh, and she's a retired teacher. Yes, I taught for 10 years. I was telling somebody the other day, we're both art teacher. Well, used to be art teachers in the classroom, and I was like, we're recovering art teachers. It's like we need a club for recovering art teachers. But yeah, I love teaching art. I just I couldn't do the public school forever. It was very wearing on my body. Those of y'all that are teachers, I mean, I still teach, just in a different way. But man, trying to teach 850 kids a week, every week, I was like, I am so young and I feel like I'm 90 years old. I was like, I don't know how people teach for 40 years, that many kids every week. It was just so hard. So for you teachers out there that are plugging away, God bless you. Okay, so I have a bunch of little boogers in here, so I'm just pulling them out. So basically this part of the mind, emotions, and body. Yes, Teresa. Teresa, I'm going to pull you up here because, yes, it is hard. And good job. Way to go. Okay, so this blue, my brush got so dark. Okay, so I don't want to pull this dark all the way up to the top. See how I have like this ombre type happening here? I don't want to pull it all the way to the top, so I'm just going to be lazy right now and just put this brush aside and then grab a brand new brush and then go to the top of it, okay? So I'm going to point y'all back down. And then, let me see. And again, this canvas is like half the size of me, so it is massive, so I'll probably get it all over my jeans as I'm teaching y'all and showing y'all. But you're just putting it on there and just kind of adding the color. Again, these, oh, I had a squirrel moment. Was that Amanda that said that? Your kids? I have lots of squirrel moments. Yeah, the thing about the painted prayers is it's all about just an inspirational quote, something that inspires you, something that makes you want to, you know, look at it, read it, be inspired. It needs to be something that's like, I call it highly charged. You know, when you see it, it makes you want to take action, or it gives you some kind of like really cool emotion. The reason you want it to be like that is if you just do something that's not really meaningful to you, it's not going to matter as much. So whenever I taught this workshop, I had them choose whatever they wanted. So people came up with all kinds of stuff. And if you have an idea of something that you would like to do for a painted prayer, inspirational quote, somebody did the Lorax. I mean, it doesn't have to be a prayer or a Bible verse. It could be, you know, she had a really great quote by the Lorax. So it can be anything. But it's funny because I was trying to, I'm going to let that dry for just a second. I was trying to come up with mine, and I was on the way to the bank today, and I was doing some errands, and I was like, oh my gosh, can y'all see that one now? Let me see if y'all can, I don't know if y'all can see this one. I'll turn it a little bit. Hey, Katie. Yeah, affirmations are good too. And I was on my way to the bank, and I was like belting out that song. Okay, and I'm gonna spare you the details. I'm not gonna sing it for you. But for those of y'all that know it, and I was belting this out, and the whole time I was like, oh, hey Brenda, thanks for watching. Hey Violet, oh Violet, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in forever. Katie, good to see you. And I was like belting out the song, and every time it paused, like, I'm no longer a slave to fear, like that, I would go, I wonder which quote I should do today. I wonder which prayer I should teach tonight. And then I would go, I am a child of God, and then I belt it out again, and I'd go, I wonder what I should do. What should I do today? Like, it was hilarious, and then all of a sudden it hit me as like, you know, because that song keeps going and going, and like, by the 6th time that I sang it, I was like, that's the one I need to do, because I absolutely love that song. So what I did was I just put down my stencil on the floor. I just put down, if y'all have any questions, just let me know. If I don't see them now, I will see them later, and make sure to respond. But basically what I'm going to do is just kind of add some stenciling. This one I'm going to put in the middle, so I'm just going to kind of drop it. And here's the key, okay? The key is to get different shades that don't compete with your words, okay? Because I want those words to really stand out. Just like on this one. You can see all the different stenciling and all the stuff if you look up close. But I don't want it to be so crazy like an orange with a purple or something like that. So I'm going to kind of stencil this on a few different colors than what I just did so that I can still see it, okay? So I found this kind of weird blue, a gold, it's called, oh no, it's a weird bronze, and then another bronze. So I'm going to use these colors, and I'm going to kind of stencil around it. Where do you get the stencils? Good question. Okay, so most of my stencils have come from Michael's. There was, though, this really cool store when we went to, I'm just dabbing. Can y'all see that? I want to make sure y'all are seeing this while I'm doing it. It's kind of weird because I have the lights pointed at me, so my eyes have a hard time looking back straight at the camera. So I'm trying to watch and make sure I answer. But yeah, usually Michael's, even Walmart, like fun things like this. I mean, you can see I use these things like crazy. And the thing that is so cool about doing a scripture or a painted prayer this way is anyone can do it. And it is so, okay, good, y'all can see it. Awesome, thank you. It is so good for people to like come to your painting event, or even if you're at home and you just really want to have like a really, like feel like you are just having fun painting. I'm telling you, this is the way to do it. This is so much fun, and it's so easy. Anybody can do it, and I just taught it to a whole group of ladies, some who have never painted before. And I can tell you they were grinning ear to ear the whole time and just having a blast. So, and all I'm doing is kind of, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm doing like a kind of a lighter blue in here. And then I'm actually going to take a navy as well. And just so I have some differences in there. And you'll see once I pull it up, I don't want anything to be white because I'm going to be, I'm kind of blending that. I don't want anything to be white because I'm going to be doing my lettering in white. And I want it to really show. So I'm just kind of taking what's there, blending it in this stencil. I'm letting the stencil do all the work, okay? And this is where you can just like let your mind, if I could play music and Facebook would let me, I would totally be rocking out right now, because this is where you can just like let your mind go and just create, guys. Like just totally have fun I mean, we're not creating like this massive fine art. We're just like having a lot of fun. And it's not about like trying to create something that's going to go in a museum. It's about creating something that is important to you. Like I can tell you when I look at my Relax, it's going to be great painting. Like, I am so happy. I'm so happy. Okay, so I'm going to do my first event at a church, June 2nd, and they want to do a quick painting lesson. Oh, how fun. Yeah, you could do a smaller canvas, like a 5x7. You did not let the background dry, right? No, Amanda, do not let the background dry. Just go straight for it. And also put, it's a summer bazaar. Oh, that's cool. Also put a thin layer. So like Amanda on here, I put a really thin layer. That way I can go straight to doing this and it's not gonna affect it really. So just a really thin layer. And again, I'm not even gonna really know what this looks like until I'm done with it. So I'm switching to golds and bronzes. So I'm just switching my brush. So I recommend just having a pile of these little cheap Home Depot Lowe's brushes. I'm going to switch to this gold and try that out. Somebody at the party did this gold bronze the other day on this kind of color. And I'm actually in the middle of my virtual assistant is changing my whole website around. And so she's going to do like these colors, these kind of greenish, bluish colors with pink. And I can't wait for y'all to see it. It's going to be so cool. Well, I can't wait to see it either. It's going to be awesome. Oh, hey, Kaylin. Hey, Jenny. Are y'all both there, or is it just Jenny? Thank y'all for watching. And feel free to share if you have somebody that might be interested. And while I'm adding this color, just a heads up for those of you out there teaching paint parties, or starting to teach paint parties, or maybe you just started painting and you're kind of interested in learning how to teach paint parties and make money doing something like this. I have something so exciting on Mother's Day. So if you're not, I can't tell you the details yet. I'm still working on it, still being worked on for y'all. But I have something really awesome that I am going to be launching that I think will really, really help all of y'all out. I can't wait to share. So excited. So y'all know more about that later. If you are not on my email list, you can get on it, and then you'll know for sure when I launch it. And when I start to spill the beans about what I've been working on behind the scenes for y'all. Lots of love, blood, sweat, and tears. Well, not really blood, but sweat. Well, not really sweat either. Lots of tears going into this. Lots of love and tears going into it, but I know y'all will love it, so I can't wait to share. So mark your calendars for Mother's Day. Mother's Day, I can't wait. Okay, so again, I'm just almost through with this. I'm about to reveal what it did. Hopefully it won't look like crap since, you know, we're live. And I can't really edit it. So I'm hoping it turns out kind of what I'm thinking or better. We will see soon enough, guys. Hey, Bobby, are you here? Are you naked or are you dressed? Well, I don't know if you're running around in your underwear. I need this. He does sometimes. Most of the time. Well, in his underwear. Will you open this for me? I can't get it. It might get on your shirt. It's very permanent. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. Thanks. Yeah, it's permanent, so don't get it on you. Okay, so this is from Jerry's Artorama. I've only ever ordered online from them, and then when I went to Austin, they have one there, and so I went in and I got these inks, and I got these two inks, and they're just really fun to kind of add. It's pretty watery. I'm gonna just do a little. I don't even know if you can see it. I don't want to go too crazy. Okay, so y'all ready for the reveal? All right, I'm gonna pull it up. We'll see. Hopefully it's good. Yay! Not too bad. Okay. So the goal here was to, and you can see every time we paint the stencil, it becomes what we just did. It's layers and layers of paint. I just love this stencil. So what I did was I just pulled it up. Do y'all like that? And see how simple that was? I just seriously went around in a circle with different colors. So this right here, there's where my ink got on there. Okay, I'm just kind of blending it with my fingers. Again, see, it's so much fun because you can just like play around with it. Okay, so I'm gonna pick a few more different stencils before I do the wording. And this one was really popular. One of the girls, I posted a picture, she was using these. I had never used this stencil before. I was like, I don't even really know what to use it for. And then I saw her painting and I was like, I gotta use that stencil like ASAP. So I'm gonna kind of go along the side how she did and tell me if you can see this. I'm gonna see if I can sit down. See if my vinyl will stay put. Okay, can y'all see me? And I'm just gonna kind of go kind of like this, just kind of in. And then another technique too, guys. You take bubble wrap and you just kind of dip it like this. And then just kind of dip off some of the excess. Then you can just add it. Pull it up. Pull it up. And seriously, it's just like plain. Happy little tree. Happy little bubbles. I used to love Bob Ross. Did y'all like Bob Ross? I still love him. He's tricking you. We just let him not too long ago. So just kind of adding them throughout, just however you feel like you want to add. There's no really major design work happening right here. Again, we're just really like having fun, playing with the paint. The thing I want you to get is to not be scared. I don't know what that is. It's like an eggshell, but I don't have any eggs. The key is, oh, I think it's off that stencil. The key is to not be scared. And if I made a mistake and I hated it, I can just take this baby wipe and just wipe it off. See? So it's not even a big deal. So now, I really wanted that there. I was just showing y'all. I was just doing it for a teaching demonstration, and I really wanted it there. So I'm gonna add it back. All right, and that is seriously bubble wrap, guys. Nothing serious. And again, those of you that are like fine artists, you're probably like, oh my gosh, this lady's a joke. This is not about fine art. This is about fun art. Getting your hands messy, creating without a ton of like these limits on yourself that I'm not this perfect artist. It is literally about art healing, having fun, creating something without like so much pressure on yourself. I'm telling you, it is so much fun. And you don't have to try to come up with this like massive masterpiece. I mean, it's gonna turn into something that you really love. And some of those that they did the other night, oh my gosh, I was like, can I trade one of my quotes for yours? Because they were just so gorgeous. And I just can't tell y'all, like y'all should totally try this. If you have some paints at home, or just go get some cheap paints and then just try it and see what happens. I mean, it's okay if it doesn't turn out, you know? But you could watch this tutorial over again if you need to. Okay, so I'm going to add some of these darker purples as this little thing. Now again, I have never used this stencil, so we are trying new things on the live to see what it looks like. Ooh, I do like that. Okay, that is an awesome stencil. I don't even know where I got this one, but I'm glad I have it. Yeah, if you have a cutter, vinyl cutter, you can make any of the stuff you want, just like the words I made. Let's see. Yeah, the Summer Bazaar, you could do a little 5x7 painting if they want something small. You could do something small like that, or you could do, I'm just gonna hold this up while I dab it. And some people buy like really fancy stencil brushes. Honestly, I like this better. It just goes on faster, and then I can just pull it right up. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all that. I think I only wanna do 3. Okay, can y'all see that okay? See if it's up close, how you can see the little texture things. Okay, so basically what you do is you just go crazy on your background. Oh good, thank you for doing a like if you can see it. So what you do is you kind of go crazy on your backgrounds. My blinds are starting to come through. And then I just went like nuts on the inside of that stencil, layering it. Hey honey, oh careful. The mercury light, I always get so nervous somebody's gonna break it.
You want the blinds closed?
Yeah, that'd be great. Oh.
What?
Hold on guys, a little bright, sorry. Bobby's closing the blinds for y'all. Can y'all still, okay, yeah, we can see. But see how there's bubble wrap, there's stenciling, there's just a whole lot of fun, really. I mean, this is one of my favorite ways to paint. And then I have another stencil I want to add real quick, and then I will show you the vinyl. Okay, so this one's really fun. This one's really fun. And again, all I do is if I want these on here, I'm going to show you again. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. Okay, so if I want this on here, I just kind of hold it up. Let's see what color I want. Give me some of these blues and purples. I just kind of hold them up and dab them. And just pull. See? Can y'all see that? Do a life if you can. And again, you can totally take this idea and use it for your paint parties. It is so cool to see, you know, people just leave with something that they're excited about hanging up. And one of the girls at the parties was like, I've been living in my house for, you know, so long and I haven't hung up anything yet. And she did this really cool one about what makes a home, you know, is not a board and brush, or I don't remember for sure, but it was really cute. And she was like so proud she was gonna hang this up, and I was like, oh, it's so exciting whenever they do something at your classes and it's something that they love so much they're gonna put up, you know? That's pretty rewarding. Okay, sorry for the back and forth. Oh, I'll twist you a little bit. Okay, so let me know if y'all have any questions so far. Blue, come here, Blake. Come here, buddy. I want you to say hi. She's trying to hide. Have y'all met Blue yet? He's my baby. He's so sweet. He likes to assist me. If y'all haven't seen him yet, see how cute he is? We think he's a mix of he's scared to death. He's like, why am I alive? Okay, let's see. Love the background in blue. Just popped on. Do you have something behind the canvas to make it solid for stenciling? No, I do not. I thought 10 by 10s from Michael's on sale for 8 of them. I thought 10 by 10s, or I bought 10 by 10s from Michael's for sale. I think 8 of them. Oh, that's awesome. This is what's behind it. This is a 24 by 36. But you can see this is just open. It's one of the, it's about, if you don't get the canvas on sale, it's about $60. But if you get it on sale, you can wait. They do it twice a year. They do like a really big sale. You can get it for a lot cheaper. So basically what I'm going to do, oh, sorry, Blue. He's hanging out back there. Is I'm going to cut this. And again, if y'all have questions, if I don't answer them, I'll make sure to go back through the thread. But I'm going to cut this because I want to make sure that I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. Who agrees with that? I totally agree with that. So I'm going to take it and cut it. Each one, okay? And the reason I'm doing this is whenever I put this on my canvas, I do not want to have to try to pull off an entire, if you've worked with vinyl before, I do not want to pull off an entire piece of vinyl like this. It is so hard. I did some really huge words at a school, in my daughter's school, and I'm doing another big school, a bunch of school murals this summer at another school in Houston. And like affirmations and, you know, quotes and things like that. Well, some of these areas are really huge. And if you have really big words like this, it is so hard. Sometimes I have to do just a letter by itself. Let's see. Fear is a liar. I like the song says. Yes, yes, totally. Any of y'all have fear about teaching paint parties? Like, just do it, people. I love your heart necklace. Oh, thank you. This story about this heart necklace. This I have had for over 10 years. I have worn it for over 10 years. And it is literally like a cheap necklace from Claire's. I think I paid $10 for it, or maybe somebody gave it to, I don't know if one of the grandmas gave it to me. But I've had it forever, and I've worn it. I actually wore this as I was doing my surfboard business in Florida. There's pictures of me painting surfboards with this necklace. And now that, you know, my dad's had a heart transplant and I've had my heart fixed, it's like, it's just really sentimental to me and my family. Okay, so I cut these out, and you could even cut them out smaller if you wanted them every single one. And then I need to make sure I line it up how I want. I don't want to put the words backwards. Yay, Sandra, you made it! Yay! And you can always watch the replay too. If you want to see like everything, I'm going to keep it up on my Facebook. I'm going to keep it up on the Facebook. I am a child of God. So I'm trying to place these without moving all my paint around. Because if I move all the paint around too much, I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. Okay, so I have that there, that there. Can y'all see this, or you're just seeing my face? Hold on. Okay, so I'm kind of laying them out where I want them. And I'm not even worried too much if I move the paint below it, because again, I mean, look at that. It's not like, it's like exactly where it has to be. Hey Wendy from Northern Michigan. Many blessings to you and yours. Oh, right back at you, Wendy. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna take a quick drink because I tend to yap a lot. Yeah, y'all let me know if you're already teaching paint parties or if you are starting to teach paint parties. Or if you are just a fun, artsy person interested in some new types of creating. Okay, so I'm going to cut this down. The smaller you can cut it but still have the white showing, the better. And those of y'all that don't have a vinyl cutter, you do not have to have a vinyl cutter to teach paint parties. I taught paint parties for many, many years. Actually, I just got a vinyl cutter last year. I think it's been a year, actually. So I did this many, many years without, I would just freehand or help people with freehanding. So you don't have to have a vinyl cutter to do this. You could do all of this background stuff with your stencils. You could even buy the lettering stencils at Michael's. And you don't have to, like, you know, buy an expensive cutter. Although, when you do get a chance, they are so much fun. I do have to say, I wish I would have bought one sooner. That's for sure. Actually, I did have one sooner, but I did not like it, so I went to US Cutter. And my friends Julie and Sam from Michigan as well, they recommended it. Okay, Therese says, Heidi, can you tell us where you get the poster, please? Oh, that's the vinyl cutter. I actually made it. So I picked a font that I liked, and I made it. So when I taught all those painted prayers, last week or the week before, I don't remember, I actually created, they gave me the quote, and then I went on my vinyl cutter and created it all. And then I changed up the lettering, made some words really fun and cursive. But honestly, when I picked this font, I can't remember what it's called, but I just loved it so much I wanted to do all of it in this. So I did all of it. So I'm going to start at the bottom. So what you do first is you, if I can have a seat, get a little easier here. I'm going to pull off the back, and you can see I have paint on it. That's totally fine. I'm going to pull off the back. The ideal thing is to do this when it's dry. And vinyl, the paint dries in about 10 minutes, if not sooner. So, but I'm just going to kind of, try to do it here so I don't take forever for y'all. Oh, you're welcome. Meg says, Heidi, how far ahead of time do they give you their quote? I had them give it a week ahead of time, but I did have people 2 days before still giving me their quote. So I honestly didn't make any of the quotes until about 2 days before, because I just wanted to do it all at once. So I just stayed up late one night, did all the quotes, watched a ton of Nashville episodes while I was picking them, because you do have to, when you do the vinyl cutter, you have to pick them and get them ready, because you create them from scratch. Okay, so this is clear, totally clear. And then now I have two pieces still. I have the Child of God, I have the blue piece, and I have a clear piece. And this is Airbrush Vinyl. This is vinyl that is like a one-time use vinyl. And this is where you just want to kind of eyeball it. Can y'all see this? Is this where y'all can see? Do a like if you can see it. Where is a cheap place to buy vinyl cutter? Honestly, I wouldn't go with the cheapest. The one that I recommend that I'm an affiliate for, which means they give me a very small percentage if I sell one. I think I make $30, so I'm not pushing it because it's like making me tons of money. But I do recommend it, US Cutter, because I've had a different vinyl cutter that was about $700 and it was not good. It did not work with my computer. It was such a nightmare. This one is about $400, and I can print, like if I have a big painting event of like 100 and something people, I can put in 100 of these, print, start to cut them, and then go take a shower. Like I can just let them cut. And so that's what I love so much about this cutter. It's just so, once you know how to use it, and again, you gotta know how to use it. Like it's a little bit of a learning curve. It's not a lot. If I can do it, anybody can do it. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm not the most techie person in the world. But if I can do it, you can do it. And it's, once you learn it, it's so fun because you can use it for so many stenciling ideas for your paint parties. We did, I did a unicorn door hanger, and I was being lazy and I didn't want to freehand a unicorn's head, so I just pulled up a unicorn and then used that as my tracer to make my door hanger, which was really cool because then it made it really easy. Okay, so I'm pulling this off. All right, y'all let me know if y'all like this, if y'all want me to do more of these. Could you maybe do a class on the cutter? Yeah, I could show y'all the cutter one day. Okay, so I'm just kind of pushing this along. And then you can use any kind of brush. Again, I'm just gonna grab another clean one of these just because I have, look at all these. This is what a fun night of painting looks like in my book. Fun night. Okay, so I'm gonna take some white and I'm going to dab again. This is all about just dabbing, people. So I just put some white on there. And I'm just taking it and just dabbing up and down. Now, you can always, oh, my foot's caught. You can always, if you want, you can always make it cleaner. Oh, good. Amanda loves it. Yay! I'm so glad. I can't wait for y'all to see the finished. It's almost done. And I also have glitter glue. Like, this is really, really fun to use too. Glitter glue, and you can make it kind of shiny in different areas. And when I'm home, even though my husband hates it, I have an entire thing full of shake glitter, like Martha Stewart shake glitter that's really fine. Is this shaking the camera? I think it is. I'm so sorry. I gotta get it down there. I like to make sure it's good and thick. So yeah, so I like to use the shake glitter. I'll take like pieces of glue, Elmer's glue, and put it on here. I'll actually probably do it on this one to show y'all, because it's really, really fun. I do not take that to paint parties because honestly, I do not want to sweep all of that up afterwards. So I use the glitter glue at paint parties. But when you're at your house and your floor in the art studio looks like mine, it really does not matter because there's so much crap on the floor. It's everywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up. Take the two ends. And I recommend pulling it up immediately because if you sit there and let it dry forever, it's gonna pull up your paint. And then you can take, hold on. You can take a dental tool and get your little pieces and just plop them down somewhere. And then I can always go over these letters and make them thicker and cleaner and add little fun details if I want. But it's like you don't have to have a cutter to totally do this. You can just do it with a few stencils from Walmart or, you know, Michael's or wherever. But if you have a cutter, then you can do these big fun letters too. Let's see, do y'all have any questions? I love it. I love glitter. I use it on my paintings. Oh my gosh. If you've never used glitter on paintings, please try it. Just try it once. Just once. And if you don't like it, I'll leave you alone. But once you try it, it's like so much fun. You know, it's like, I don't know, it's just like Christmas all the time. Whenever you get to paint with glitter. Okay, so again, for those of you that are using vinyl, you pull off, like this. This should be clear. Go to the floor or wherever you want. I take it, I line it up. Can y'all see that, or are you seeing my belly again? Do you provide the stencils for your paint parties? Yeah, I do. Unless actually, Julie, that is not always true. If I'm doing the painted prayer, yes, I bring all of my stencils, and I actually just ordered a ton more. I have a ton more coming. I can't wait to see them. They should be here next week, and I'll do some more fun stuff with them. But I do bring, like if I'm doing a quote like this, I will bring, sorry, I got squirrel again. Will you please give us the name of the cutter and where to purchase it? Yes, I will actually post my link if you don't mind. Again, like I said, I only get $30, but I really do love it. Or I would not, I do not recommend anything that I am not absolutely either using myself or totally in love with, which if I'm totally in love with it, I use it. So I never recommend anything to people that I am not sure about. Because I know, you know, when you're wanting to get stuff done and you're wanting to move forward, it is so critical to not be like getting stuff that's not gonna help you. But yeah, Julie, I did not always have a cutter. You know this from some of my paint parties. So forever it was just like I would help people freehand, or I would you know, bring in a few stencils or whatever. But now when I'm doing this, I think I'll be doing a lot more painted prayers because they're just so awesome. I'm just going to be bringing more fun stencils, and then I'll bring their quote with the scripture. But you could still teach it without having a cutter. Let me see. I have done 4 Shopkins on 10 by 10s for my granddaughter's birthday in June. They are awesome. Oh, that's so cool. Do you write it on the vinyl? Marguerite, say that again. I'm confused with that one a little bit. I make it on a computer. When you order the vinyl cutter, you get a vinyl cutter program that goes with your computer. And I'm a Mac girl, like we have Macs in our house, but for this, we actually bought a cheap $200 computer it's a HP that I just use for this. And then I download free fonts. It comes with a ton of fonts. You can download free fonts from all kinds of places. And then I have free fonts all the time. And then I just kind of make up my stuff. So yeah, okay, so I put that on there. It is a mess over here. Where'd my dental tool go? Maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this up. I can't wait to show y'all the final. I hope it turns out cute as I say that. Okay, again, same process. I got paint all over the back of it. Oh, California. I thought you were from California. I was thinking that whenever, because you've said that before on here. And yeah, you're in my paint party program, right? I have something so exciting for y'all. I cannot wait to tell everybody. So be looking out, Mother's Day. I'm launching something really cool that I have been working my little butt off on. So excited. Okay, so here's this. See how that tries to fight me? Can y'all see that, or is the light being weird? I'm gonna push back and then go again. It's trying to fight me. Again, I always tell my customers, I'm like, it is worth the extra few minutes. Like, I'm doing it pretty fast, but customers will go slower because maybe they've never done it before. But once you get used to it, it is so easy. And the other thing is I always tell customers, like, yeah, you can totally freehand it, that's fine. However, if you just spend a few minutes, like, doing this, it'll be so worth it. And I'm just taking my fingernails and just barely doing this because I don't want to take a credit card and go like crazy, or it's going to push down so much and it'll pull up all the paint, okay? So I'm just gonna, now you gotta either borrow somebody with fingernails or have your own fingernails. When Pixie teaches these with me, she'll always want to get on the microphone. She loves, like when we do events. We're going to South Florida this summer again. This will be our 3rd year. We do like a big paint party tour and do kind of like a little big, well, not a little, it's a pretty big vacation. It's a working vacation. And she'll always want to get on the microphones and she'll be like, okay, borrow somebody's fingernails. Just like I say. It's so cute. I love it. Oh, okay, so see how that kind of tried to rip? Can y'all see that? Oh, I'm so sorry. Hold on. Y'all don't want to see my face. Y'all want to see the thing. So as I pull it, y'all got to tell me if I'm showing the wrong thing. Just tell me. I get distracted. Okay, so see how I'm pulling like all the way to the side? I'm not pulling up. I'm pulling to the side. When you finish, do you have to spray seal? Do you have to seal it? No, you do not. You do not have to seal it. This is a acrylic painting, and acrylic stays so good. Acrylic is so freaking hard to get out of anything. You can ask my whole wardrobe if you need to know everything. If you have any tips on how to get acrylic, dried acrylic out of clothes, please let me know. It will come off your hands because this is a definitely crazy project where you'll get it all over your hands and stuff like that. But I can't get out of clothes to save my life. And I've done a ton of acrylic stuff, even outside. And I wouldn't recommend putting a canvas outside just because of the weather. Canvas doesn't do good in weather, but acrylic does. So if you have it on a piece of pallet wood, if you have it on a piece of pallet wood, it will stay fine. I do pallet woods with quotes and stuff like that at some of my events. And man, I have one out on my front porch that's been there forever. And it's been rained on, pushed over, and I just go over there and pick it back up and it's totally fine. It's just really, really durable. Okay, so I'm just kind of dabbing this. Oh, got that on there. Again, sorry for the cell phone movement. I'll be done in a second. And it's just really, guys, I'm telling you, if you've only done a few paintings or if you've never painted before, try this. You will feel like a rock star. Because if it's something meaningful to you, I mean, we can all go buy signs. I was talking to my friend earlier today, and you know, she does purely palette designs. I mean, you can all go buy designs, you know, palettes for, you know, $30 or whatever at any kind of Hobby Lobby. But when you make it yourself, and it's just so much more meaningful. Let's see. I saw your YouTube video that showed how to use stencils on rough wood without the bleeding of, let me see if I can read that. Let me pull it back up. Okay, Rita says, okay, so, sorry, my eyes are in the light. It's like I get real weird when I'm way up close. I saw your YouTube video that showed how to use stencils on rough wood without the bleeding of paint. Lay the stencil on the wood, tape it down so it won't slip. Take Mod Podge, start on the outer edge of the word or shape, and paint the Mod Podge toward the middle of the shape of the letter. Leave the stencil in place till Mod Podge is dry, and then dab with the paint. Remove stencil. It should be very helpful with purchased stencils till you buy a US cutter. I was impressed with the outcome. Oh, that's awesome, Rita. I love learning new stuff like that. Thanks for sharing. About how much would you charge to paint this per person? Okay, so I did this way too cheap last time. I charged $65 for these massive paintings, which if I would not have had a sale, I would not have made money. So thank goodness there was a huge sale, because when I priced it, I wasn't thinking clearly. I was just like, oh, this would be cool. And I priced it at $65 thinking, oh, I can get the sale. And then it happened to be, you know, the 70% off sale. So I got my canvases. So I made some money for sure. But I would up it for sure for this big. No, yeah, definitely. When I spray my oil paints with workable fixative, it gives a interesting shine to the painting and also protects it. If I use glassy fixative, then it's more shiny and I cannot work on it anymore. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, some fixatives won't, it's hard to work on it on top of it, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm pulling this one off. Let's see if I don't ruin my stencil underneath. Can y'all see that? Do a like or a yes if y'all can see that. I want to make sure I'm in the zone. I'm telling y'all, those lights get on my eyes and they start to like make my eyes go crossed when I'm looking at the phone. So you have to do a, oh good, okay good, people can see. Okay, I'm gonna go around and do this on the other side. Oh, let me do these. My handy dental tool. Again, the key here too is just having fun and picking something, like I said, that emotionally is charged for you. Whether it's inspirational, whether it's, I mean, like every time I look at my two paintings behind me, oh, I didn't do all of that one. Oh, this is a good example of a mess up. Y'all can see how I fix it. Okay, so I did not do all of the R and the A, so I'm just gonna bring it down. But yeah, if you pick something that is meaningful to you, you know, then it really means something. If you just do something somebody else picked out, like that you don't really care about, I think that's why it was so successful, is because everybody had such a different take on what kind of quote, inspiration, prayer, Bible verse, what was so important to them. And I think that's why it made it so great, is because each person had their own thing that was so, like something that, like this really is awesome to me. Because, you know, running your own business, there is a ton of fear that comes up, you know, all the time, you know, like, oh my gosh, is, you know, this going to happen? Oh, you know, it's just, if you're an entrepreneur, you know, it's like running a business, there's those ups and downs, and there's a lot of fear. So when I read this, I'm like, no, God has like awesome plans for me. You know, don't let fear come in and try to stop that. And so, so I always, you know, things like this just really always kind of put me back on track, and make me grateful, you know, that I get to be a painter. I get to play and have fun with paint. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, I just really like want to encourage y'all to pick something that is meaningful to you, because then you're going to really take pride in it, you're going to take ownership in it, and you're going to want to hang it up too, you know? So let me show y'all this last one. Okay, so this is a big canvas, so I'm trying to do this without getting it. Okay, so I think that is about right. Okay, so I'm going to go on the other side of this and pick this off, because I can't reach it. I told y'all we were painting big. Okay, can y'all see that? Can you see it? Do a like if you can see it. I'm looking from behind the phone to make sure y'all can see what I'm doing. And thank y'all for participating, letting me know. And if you know anybody that needs to paint a prayer in their life or something inspirational, you can tag them in this or share this video. I would so appreciate it. Okay, so I'm just holding again flat and pulling all the way to the side, guys. I'm not pulling up. I'm pulling to the side. Let's see if I can get it up. It's like when they're longer, they like really figure that. So you have to really just kind of finagle it. And this is where I tell people too to work with a partner, because if they start to get frustrated, like I don't make 2 of these for each person. You know, it's a lot of time making one for each person. So I only make 1. So I really show them how to do it. I talk about it a lot. I tell them to work with a partner. I'll jump in and help them as I can, because this type of paint party, I actually do no painting. I explain at the beginning what they're doing. I show them where everything is, and then I basically walk around and have a blast talking and helping everybody. I don't even paint. I have examples, but I don't actually paint at a paint party when I'm teaching this method. I know that sounds weird. It's just beautiful. Now I know how to do it. Yes, it's so easy, isn't it? I told y'all, it's like so easy. That's why when everybody was so excited about this, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to show y'all, because we need y'all out there teaching people how to do this, because it inspires people. People get excited when they can create something that really looks hard, but it's not hard. It is so simple, as you just saw. So if you think you could do this, let me know. Type a yes if you think you could do this. I want to see who out there thinks they can actually do this with stencils and with, oh, love it. Yay. Oh, good. I'm so glad, Sherry, you got to see. I want to see y'all's. If y'all do one, please post, tag me in it, or send me a message with it. I'd love to see your painted prayer. I'd love to post it on my page too if you wanted to share with a bunch of people. I'm sure. Okay, so I have all this mess. I hadn't even ate my cookies. Okay, so I'm just peeling these off. And this is a 24 by 36. And what time is it? How long has this taken? Because I've been yapping too, so it needed a little time for drying. Hey, Susie. I'm glad you're here. So any of y'all that are coming on this late, you can always watch the replay. I'm going to keep it up so you can watch it. But here's what I tell people. Once they have it on there how they want, this is where, if you want to add highlights, for example, let me show y'all. On the relaxed, it was more of a black and white. More of a black and white. See on the R, like the little lines like that? She says, I missed the beginning. Did you cut the stencil on the Cricut Maker? No, I don't have a Cricut. I have a US cutter, but yes, I cut all the words on the US cutter. But see how there's like little things? And then I did the stenciling. You can see some of the stenciling in this one. This one actually has that same stenciling in the middle, but it was too blue and I wanted it more white. So I actually painted the whole thing metallics, all of these colors, and then I let it dry, and then I painted back over it with white and left the borders. And then I did little things on it. Oh, my stencil stuck to my feet. Crazy. Okay, so now's where I can take it. Let me put y'all. Now's where I can take it, and that's not a word. Now's. This is a big canvas, guys. It's hard to move around. We did this with 18 or 19 people the other day at my friend's shop, Rubbish Revival. She has the coolest store in Granbury, and she redoes furniture. She's really talented, and we had to cut it off. There were people still trying to sign up, and we were like, we don't have any more room. I mean, with this kind of big canvas, like we ran out of space. So she was texting me today, we're gonna set up another one, but I'm gonna do them on smaller, like square canvases that are still the gallery. So Sherry, you might have to come to that one. It'll be in Granbury. Any of y'all that are close to Granbury, you wanna come to a live event, I'd love to teach you live. But basically what you can do is just kind of clean it up. And then if you want to add other details like little dots or whatever you want, you can. And then you can also, I'm going to show y'all the glitter technique with the shaped glitter since I'm at my house. I want to show you real quick kind of what it looks like from afar. So you can see, I am stuck in all of this. All of the vinyl is stuck to my feet, guys. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have thrown it on the floor. Now I'm like stuck in it. Let me show y'all this real quick, and then I'll show y'all the glitter technique. Okay, so here's kind of how it looks. I did like an ombre look, a darker blue to lighter greens and blues. And then I added all of those golds and coppers with bubble wrap, stencils, all of that. Can y'all see all that? And then I'm going to show y'all. So see how big it is? It's actually bigger than these. I thought I was doing the same size when I bought these. It's actually, I mean, it's like as tall as me, you know, like over half the size. Dang it! Stupid vinyl. Stuck all over my socks. Okay, let me grab some glitter. Give me one second. Oh my gosh, yes, Susie. I've been singing this song all day, but I will spare y'all my voice because it is not pretty. I'll paint for you, but singing for you, yeah, it's not good. Let me grab some glitter. I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, here's my fun glitter box that my husband hates with a passion. Okay, so this glitter box is like, he hates it so much. And this is why. This is why he hates it so much. It's like all over the place. If I do not have the cutter, so I can buy letters. Oh yeah, you could totally just go buy stencil letters at Michael's or Walmart even has them. See all this shake glitter? Okay, so, and even this, so fun. Okay, so here's how I do it. This is like a little thing that I do on a lot of my paintings, okay? So there's my painting that I am loving, by the way. And I would even like, because I'm at home, I could use these inks, like this purple ink. It's just a liquid acrylic. And I could take it and dab on there. I would not bring these inks to a paint party because, again, they're very expensive and they take a while to dry. And they're very expensive. When you're doing parties for, you know, lots of people, 10 to 200 people at a time, you don't want to bring this kind of ink because it's a lot of money. But yeah, I'm just kind of adding some fun. Seriously, again, just playing with the paint. Honestly, can y'all see? Can y'all see that? I'm just like taking it and just dripping it, kind of splurging it out. It's a little eyedropper. And I got this at Jerry's Artarama. And I could even splatter paint on this, but I don't love the look of splatter paint. I don't know if it's because I've done that with, you know, so many kids stuff. I don't know. I just don't love the look of splatter. But I do, speaking of kids, I do love the look of glitter. I'll do glitter all day long, but I don't really, I love doing splatter. I just don't love my paintings with splatter. Does that make sense to any of y'all? So I'm just taking glue, dollar store glue, and then I'm just placing it in a few places. So right here, do a like if you can see where I'm at on this. It's kind of hard to see if y'all can see me or not. I hate to be doing something and you can't even see it. I'm just taking my finger and making the glue into little patches. Like little pieces of patches. Oh good, thank y'all for doing a like so I can tell. I want y'all to be able to see it and I can't tell for sure where. So I'm just taking it and literally like rubbing it in little patches. I'm gonna do, people say design wise do like either 3 or 5. I'm not a design major, so I don't really know that rule. I just heard it and thought I should try to follow it when I can. And then I have like lots of choices. So I'm really kind of obsessed with these copper type colors. If you're ever in Michael's, these are so fun to buy. They have like these thicker tinsel glitter, stuff like that. But I really love, my favorites are the golds, the coppers, you know, this kind of stuff just makes me really happy. I don't know if it's because it makes me think of Christmas. Oh, and then this one, which Pixie gets into all my glitter. This one's like, I feel like it's like pieces of gold. So I'll take it and then I'll just find my little spots. Let me put a little more. I think I'm letting it dry and I don't want to waste this. So I'll find my little spots and when I shake it on there, it looks like chunks of gold. Bobby's gonna be so mad because, see, that's why he gets mad at me, because I over glitter. Oops. I over glitter people. It's just so fun. And then I try to like salvage it, but I'm not that organized of a person. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm missing one of my spots. Let me show y'all how fun this glitter is. Can y'all see that? It's like big chunks of it. It's like gold rush. So cool. Can y'all see it? My hubby doesn't like glitter either. Oh my gosh, Bobby hates it. Like if we get anywhere near his truck with glitter, he will throw us on the side of the road. He will be like, get out. I mean, he is for real serious about glitter. And this room right here is the only room that I'm allowed to have glitter in. I mean, it's a big room. It's not like he's mean to me. Let me take this back. But he just hates it so much. And he, so this room is like our disaster zone. He just kind of lets us be. Me and Pixie are equally messy. So again, this was Recollections from Michaels, and it's the shake glitter that looks like gold, like that. Okay, so then you can just take it and then you kind of just really shake it off, right? So this is why he doesn't like it, because I do stuff like this and then I end up with this everywhere. Okay, can y'all still see me? I had a text come through. Okay, so let me know if you can still see me. I think I had it. So anyway, the whole thing I wanted to show y'all is, let's see, is there such a thing as over glitter? I like you. Yes, I agree with you. There is not a such thing as over glitter. So here is my finished project that we did live together. So again, it's just kind of an ombre, simple, anybody can do it, okay? And feel free to try this out, and then please send me a message and let me see what you come up with. I would love, love, love to, I would love to see what you come up with. And then also, if you want to send me a message of what yours looks like, I'd love to post on my Texas Art and Soul page and just kind of show it off. So let me see, she says, my boyfriend has got upset because glitter was all over his work clothes. He said it doesn't look very professional. Also being a grown man, it looks like he was somewhere. My Bobby says that same thing. He's like, this is not okay when I go to work and there's glitter on me. Love the dimensions. Oh, thank you. I just am obsessed with the stencil and with the easiness of this painting. So seriously guys, anybody can do this, beginner painters, and then you can have fun adding big chunks of glitter. I do recommend painting your sides. I kind of got lazy teaching y'all. But yeah, let me know if you'll put in the comments real quick if you want to see stuff like this, if you want to see more stuff like this. Amanda says, yay, so cute, and I can't wait to do one at a party. Oh my gosh, you are going to rock this out, Amanda. It is so, so fun, and it's really easy to teach. Like I said, I didn't even paint during my paint party. I just demonstrated. I didn't even demonstrate with real paint. I just said, this is what we do. So yeah, there's so many fun things. Oh, good, good. Okay, so you like it, good. And if you want to see more, let me know. I love the bronze, copper, and gold paint. Going to buy that right away. You can't, yeah, once you paint with gold and copper, you've got to do it. Marguerite says, God loves you, Heidi, and your dear family. Oh, you are so sweet. Oh, God loves you too. Great job, Heidi. Bring it on. Yay! Sherry Moore, yes. Thanks, Karen says. I love it. Okay, good. So I'll do some more. I'm actually, next week I'm going to teach y'all a door hanger camper. I think I have that planned. And then some other fun things up my sleeve to show y'all. So if you don't mind, if you'll share this video, and then if you would send me a message if you want to see more, that will actually put you on kind of my automation. So when I go live, you'll know whenever I'm live. Okay, so send me a message when I go live, and then save the date. Mother's Day, I have something really, really exciting for y'all. So Angela says, yes, more, please, please. All right, thank y'all guys for hanging in here and watching, and I will see you next time.